I want to welcome you back to Indian Trace. I have something really cool to show you. North Carolina is the home to some fantastic points called Guilfords. Many of you who know me or know my channel know that's one of my favorite types of points, but I want to show you today why it's my favorite type of point and something in particular pretty special about them. Are Guilfords made in quartz as well? Yes, definitely, but they're much more rare, so we'll take a look at those. Now, in terms of Guilfords, I have a lot more in these compartments that I didn't bring out, but I just have some specimens up there that I wanted to show you as you take a look at these. All different types of Guilfords. Old and young. Well, they're all old. They're all way back there. An early archaic period. Lance points. These are fairly big too. So I pulled them out of here to lay them right up here. And I want to talk about these just really quick with you and give you guys across the country, because I see a lot of the points, notch points, and points you find. Closest thing I've seen to you guys pulling these are a much wider blade type of point that you guys call sedalias. Now in North Carolina here, these here are Guilford rounds, Guilford Yumas, and Guilford straight bases. Never seen a sedalia here at all. But Eastern North Carolina does have these, and these are awesome. These are about 2.5, 3 inches, 4 inches, and 4.5 inches. It's just crazy. So let's take a look at this material and see if I can keep going with my time. We're just going to go clockwise, starting down here, and just give you a tour of these things, just so you understand where I come from here in North Carolina with Guilfords. They're a fantastic lance point. I'm sure they could have been lashed. Look at this cortex on this one, lashed onto atlatls for dart tips. But there's just so much mystery that we can't be positive about. What I do know is that these, when they're laid out together, when you continue to see the repeated character of a Guilford, they're just really great, special kinds of points to find. But here on Indian Trace, I remember I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I've told this story before, but when I first saw a couple Guilfords that he found, I'm like, you can find points like that around here? He said, oh yeah, you'll find them if you go along. And all of a sudden, it started to happen. I mean, look at this. This is half of my display quality stuff. Just my best Guilfords, just to show you. Take a look at these things. Found this about 3 years ago at the Archaic, one of the first ones I found, and it's just a sweet point. And take a look at this from Notchville. Rhyolite. All 3.5 inches. Just big, probably 3 inches strong. Another one from the Cascade. So all my sites really have put out Guilfords. So all the way across the country here, I'm just giving you an idea of exactly what a Guilford is. You've seen some straight bases, some Guilford rounds, some Guilford Yumas. For example, this is a Guilford Yuma right here. Found at Saponi. We got a Guilford straight base right here where I'm at on the clock. Just staggeringly nice points. And they stop you out there when you find them. Made out of rhyolite, a lot of these. Here's a Guilford straight base, if not a Guilford Yuma, looking at it real close. It's not really broken down there. Here's a Guilford round. Very unique point I found at, I think, Smoke Alley. Very cool looking point. There's a classical Guilford straight base. Here's an old Guilford round. You know, I really like this point. This is a fairly thick point. Look at this thing, the way it's made. And here's one down at the bottom of flat out G10. Thing of beauty. Guilford round. just a great piece. This one alone, maybe I'll touch. Give you an idea what that looks like. And back to the beginning. Now look at these in the middle. Smaller ones. Guilford straight base. You can see, and I see so many different types of points you're finding, but I don't see across the country finding a lot of Guilfords. So I wanted to put these on for you. And I've got a pretty good survey of what you all are finding. So this is pretty cool. Hopefully you get a chance to really check these out and see Eastern North Carolina's Guilfords. Because now I'm coming to think that they're a little rare, because I just don't see you pulling these guys out. Now you're finding a lot of stellar stuff. I mean, there's no doubt. I'm even envious in some ways. Now look at this as I finish. Guilfords made out of quartz are rare, so they're a great find, no matter what condition they're in. Now, I found a lot worse condition. These are my display quality pieces. Saponi. This is a great piece I found at Mecca. Guilford straight base. Made out of quartz. Opening sands. It's over there next to Mecca. Guilford's made out of quartz. Go figure, right? Guilford round. A little bit more on the Guilford rounds, going a little smaller, getting to about 1.25 inches. And a Guilford round, just really, really great stuff. So they do make them in quartz. Hopefully my focus is working. And that'll just give you a good idea of how they do that. This piece is a really great piece. See if I can get my focus working before this thing quits on me. Anyway, worthwhile after seeing what everybody's finding across the country to give you an idea of these Guilfords. Now, before this thing cuts off, I just want to finish with that. And what a great point to be able to find. It helps refresh me after I see you guys finding a lot of other things that I don't get to find around here. Well, until we find another stellar point or another great thing out there, I just want to put that up for you. Thanks a lot for tuning in to Indian Trace.